it's crazy to me that you also worked on Disney's Mona.
Mm-hmm.
I remember going to the movies to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
How did these opportunities come? Because I know you then worked on the Hamilton mixtape, which is huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, again, you can trace it back to a few steps. So, I ended up doing an album with Joel Ortiz, another GOAT, and it was an album called Human back in 2015. And so we released that album earlier in the year, and 2015 was actually the same year that Lin-Manuel, the creator of Hamilton on Broadway, took Hamilton to Broadway, and that was the year that it like catapulted to like astronomical levels.
Right.
And come to find out, around that time when it was growing, Lin was a huge fan of Joel Ortiz. He's always been a huge fan.
That's
He's
awesome.
always been a huge fan of Joel. And so when we released the album, I saw that Lin started following me on Twitter. And so I DM'd him and I was like, yo, Lin, respect. Like, congrats on Hamilton, all that stuff. And he was like, yo, I love the Joel Ortiz album. You guys killed it. Your beats are fire or whatever. And so we just connected from there. We connected from there. And I was told from Atlantic Records that he was working on a Hamilton mixtape. And so, my man Riggs Morales from Atlantic hit me and he's like, yo, I'd love, for you to, work on some stuff for Hamilton mixtape. And then Lin, obviously was excited to work, and that's how that started. And then for the Moana for Disney, that was just a phone call from Lin. Lin called me and he was like, yo, Ill, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm in the studio. He's like, yo, do you want to work on a Disney song with me? And I was like, yes, absolutely, let's do it. And so, yeah, we did it, and yeah, it got approved, and it ended up being what it was. Yeah.
But yeah, just how did it feel seeing your outro credits on your work on the outro credits of a Disney movie that is in theaters?
Crazy. I have a 1-year-old daughter, and I'm looking forward to playing the movie for her. I played it for her a little too early, like when she was like 5 months, where she couldn't even fathom what was happening. I probably shouldn't even be playing that for her so young, but I want to one day, I want to hopefully one day play for her, and maybe she'll like it. And if she doesn't, that's fine. But I know that that project and that soundtrack and that song, definitely resonated. And again, just grateful for the opportunity. Grateful to Lin and Joel and just everyone that made that possible. For
sure. And how did it feel seeing your name on the Hamilton mixtape alongside, people like Nas, Common, The Roots?
Yeah, I mean, it's an honor, always an honor. I mean, like I said, these people got their jersey on the rafters. So just to be able to work with them and be on that project and have my own song on the project, which was pretty incredible.
Right.
It was an amazing time. Super honored. I mean, I'm still very grateful for all of that. So,
right.
Yeah.
I have to touch on J. Cole, Love Yourz.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to talk about timeless hit records, like this is a song where he plays in the arena and all the lights are off and everyone has their phones out and you're literally almost on the verge of tears because it's so beautiful. How was it creating? Just give me the backstory on that song.
Yeah, so that was a beat that I did. I was like one of like 6 beats that I did one night. It was like 3 in the morning, and while I was creating it, I knew it would be a storytelling song, a song that can tell some kind of impactful story and be the backbone for like something special. I really felt that when I made that. And shout to Cardiac and Critical for doing the pianos and stuff like that. So when Cole heard it, when I was in the studio with him, he played me the kind of like the first verse and then the hook. And he was explaining to me how Love Yourz was intended to be like the concept for the entire Forest Hills Drive album, where the album is about, reflection and self-love and abundance and and being grateful and paying attention to the things that really matter.
Totally.
And it changed my life. It changed many people's lives. And I always tell people like Love Yourz by J. Cole is probably always going to be the most important record I've ever
Right,
done. Like,
right.
it's not my biggest record. I mean, it
It's
just got a
pretty
plaque.
big.
It just got a plaque, but
Yeah,
and
no biggie.
Cole performs it at every show. But
Yeah.
and it's one of his favorite songs.
Right.
But I say all that to say that like it's not like meant to be like a mainstream hit that's like on the radio. It was so impactful, and it's still impactful. And when I first started hearing the stories of like people's lives being changed and people used to be suicidal, but they heard that song and they decided not to be, and just it was like super overwhelming in this like really amazing way, and it humbled the fuck out of me. And it's forever gonna be like right here, just like Love Yourz is the most impactful song that I've ever had the honor of being a part of.
Right.
And I don't know, you know, if maybe there will be another one day, but I'm always gonna go back to Forest Hills Drive, Love Yourz as being like a really special moment for me.
Definitely.
And you know, you have to credit obviously Cole, the GOAT. Like Cole really changed a lot of lives with what he said on that.
Totally.
So, yeah.
How did you end up in the studio with J. Cole?
So my man Matt, I met my man Money Making Matt, Surf Club Matt, from when he used to work at Universal Publishing. And yeah, he just like hit me. We connected one day and he was like, yo, I'm with Cole, you know, working with Cole, send me some beats. I sent him a pack. And then he hit me back like, yo, this is the one that Cole wants, hold it for me. And then we ended up connecting. So
how was that first getting in the studio with Cole and then him playing you that first part?
It was fire. It was fire, you know, like, I mean, when I first met Cole, first thing I said was, damn, this dude's tall as fuck. He was like, this guy should be a basketball player, which he is.
Which he is. He's hooping.
I didn't know he was that tall. So, but super cool, man. Cole's a super, super cool, humble, obviously extremely talented, rapper, producer, but just like, he's just a good human, you know? And I think he's one of the most genuine people and genuine rappers and just genuine people that's in this industry, you know? And he's forever going to be top 5, man. For me. Like,
wow.
Yeah, top 5. I think he can get to top 5 all time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know, but he's definitely top 10 all time.
Yeah.
100%.
For
1,000,000%. So, you know, Cole, yeah, man, much respect to J. Cole for sure.
Who's in your top 5?
Damn, I knew you were going to ask that. I can't, my top 5 rotates every time, but I'll say it's all the same names. It's Biggie, Hove, Nas, Biggie, Hove, Nas, Pac, and my fifth always changes. I gotta get back to you on my 5th. I mean, I'll put Kanye in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put
for
Kanye.
Sure.
There's a lot.
Yeah. Definitely. How did Wrote My Way Out with Nas and Davies come about?
So that was just around the time that I was working on the Hamilton mixtape.
Okay.
It was I was just in the studio and I was in there with Riggs Morales from Atlantic Records, and he was kind of explaining the concept for it. And you know, the fun part about the Hamilton mixtape was we were able to take the original Broadway music and then sample that to reflip and reimagine. And that was like a fun process for me. And so yeah, that one came out pretty crazy.
Were you in the studio with them?
No,
Okay.
I was into it with Lynn when we were coming up with concepts, but when I think they all recorded separately.
Got
on that
it.
one, yeah.